Hello and welcome to the TryLine podcast. I'm your host, Bo. This is my co-host, the people's host, Denny. How you going, mate?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Good. You excited for the weekend? Para, Penrith, huge game.
Yeah, I am very excited. I'm excited to see Parramatta win. Should be good.
We'll say that. We'll preview all the games. Obviously, there's only 2 games this weekend. But guys, before we get into any of that, the show is brought to you by MANSCAPED. If you want to support us, the best way to do that is to head to manscaped.com and have a look at the Lawnmower 4.0. Guys, you won't be disappointed. This is the absolute elite, the absolute gold standard in hair removal. People have been talking to me about it. There's been a lot of people that have bought it that have messaged me and said they've never felt better. Denny, talk to me about it.
Right, so a good thing about the Lawnmower 4.0 is they actually use a skin-safe blade. No cuts, no irritation, anything like that. It's actually also 100% waterproof. Use in the shower. Don't use in the shower. Use it wherever you want. It's that good.
Use it outside. When it's raining, you can use it in the rain. It's not recommended. I think you want to, when you're taking care of your hair removal business, you'll probably want to do that inside, but you can do it outside. That's what I'm saying. There's a possibility that you can't you? If you need to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
There we go. We say you can use it in the rain. Guys, it is the best. And the number one thing is that it's safe. And you can just go ham on your body. You can just go everywhere, every which way. It's safe. And tell you what else is safe? 20% off. 20% off if you use code TryLine at checkout. Go to manscaped.com, code TryLine to get you 20% off and worldwide shipping free. Let's go to the games.
Beautiful. The first game, we've got Manly taking on the Roosters on the Friday night. Should be a good one. Lachlan Croker back for the Manly Seagulls, and unfortunately Sam Verrills to miss out after failing to beat his charge at the judiciary.
Yeah. I thought he went for a downgrade. He got a grade 2. He wanted to get a grade 1, which was the same one that Junior Paulo got, and that's only a monetary fine. So he failed in that attempt. It was the hit will be on the screen. It wasn't great, so we pretty much expected him to be out there. A bigger out for mine is Takeaho. What do you think about that? That's a big loss.
Yeah, considering they've already lost a fair few people this year, like Cordner, Kiri, all those kinds of players. I think whoever plays in that spot's just gonna do a job.
I'm telling you right now, they what do you think about Marshke coming in at 9?
For Verrills,
Yeah. Well, where would you go?
yeah, go on. I was thinking earlier Lachlan Lamb to 9, Sam Walker to 7, Drew Hutchinson back to 6.
I think that gives them their best chance of winning. I
Yeah.
think they've been really tough this year. They're a champion side. I'm not going to write them off. They've got a really great coach, but this might be where their fairy tale ends. I think they've done so well to get to this point, but I think Manly will be too good. Tommy to have a day out, I think.
Yeah, me too. I'm on with you there.
Yeah.
On to the second game of the round. We've got the Panthers taking on Parramatta Eels on the Saturday. Huge ins for Panthers with Dylan Edwards back and Moses Leota coming back in. Still no, what's his name? Joey Lussick for not the Panthers, for the Eels. But Ray Stone's been doing a job in the middle
Do you
there.
think he has a future at lock for that club? I think so. With Nathan Brown maybe coming off the bench or something around there. I really like Ray Stone.
Yeah, I mean, that could really be interchangeable. Like one could start lock, the other could come off the bench. Either or,
Yep.
I wouldn't be too fussed about that. He actually played lock, or was it against Panthers? Was it against Panthers?
No, he played hooker against the Panthers. That was his first game at hooker.
Who did he play lock
The other day?
Who did he play lock against?
Maybe the Storm.
Could have been Melbourne.
Mm. Anyway, I really like the Panthers here. I don't too many tough games in a row for the Eels for mine. I had a look. Now a lot of people have been telling me that they're a chance to win the comp, which fine. They're still in the comp, so they're a chance of winning.
Mm.
But for them to win the comp, after the Cowboys game, they would have had to play the Storm, Penrith, Knights, Penrith, Storm, then either Manly, Rabbitohs, or Roosters. That's 6 really, really tough games in a row. 6 premier teams. You go back 1/3, they played the mighty Cowboys too, which is just what a team.
Can't believe
7 tough games.
I can't believe we beat the Cowboys.
Against all odds.
Yeah, that was a big danger game. Yeah, look, I'm going to tip Parramatta. Like my heart tells me tip Parramatta. My head tells me Penrith.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to tip against my team. Not in a big game. Not the biggest game of the season.
How do you win though? You tell me what needs to happen for you to win this game? Because for me, I couldn't really see Panthers losing last week, and they did.
Mm.
I cannot see them losing this week. How do the Eels beat them?
Oh, how do they beat them? Look, the Parramatta Eels, they've got a good side, and obviously, look, I couldn't really tell you. Like, just complete your sets, build pressure. Off the back of the pressure, you can kind of force some mistakes there, and then just capitalize on those mistakes. So,
I think that's the way they've done it for the last few weeks. Attack them with their defense. That's where they've got to be.
okay,
They've got to attack with their defense, and if they can do that, they might trouble them. I don't think they have enough points in them to beat Penrith.
I think it'll be a
Personally.
low-scoring game, but
Well, that benefits the Eels.
yeah, I do. I think so. Look, I'm going to go Parramatta upset 16-10.
Okay, I'll go Penrith 30-10.
Penrith 30-10.
Mm.
All right, nice. On to the questions. Josh Harold, what do you think about Tarek Sims to the Roosters next year?
That would be outstanding for the Roosters if he
100%.
goes there. He'd be great off the bench.
Yeah, I was about to say who were the other back rows, but you got Satilian, Angus Crichton. So yeah, off the bench.
Solid as.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he could feel in probably in the middle of the park as well.
Yeah,
you'd think.
He had one of his best seasons in ages this year.
And Dragons let him walk.
He's great in Origin too. I thought in Origin 1 especially, he's really good.
Yeah, for sure. Another question from Josh Harold. Next year, what will the Roosters 6 and 7 look like? Hutchinson and Keary.
Keary and Sam Walker for mine.
Yeah, Keary back to 6. I'm with you.
What do you think for Hutchinson, like going forward? You think, because I reckon he could get a start at a couple other clubs.
Yeah, I think he should just go test his value on the market, because there's a lot of teams out there that need a quality half, and he's certainly proved that this year.
If you're the Tigers right now,
mm-hmm.
What are you paying for Hutchinson to come in?
600.
That's not bad. Yeah, it's not bad. So you give him 3-year deal, 1.8 million. That's all right.
Yeah, 3 years on 600,000.
Yep.
Alrighty. Penrose, Samuel, Ragnar 76, Chloe Mack, and Joey Pawson. Panthers season over?
No. Yeah. I still think they can win the comp.
Yeah, not by any means. They've got Parramatta and then Storm coming up. I think that they're a chance of winning both those games. But
I think they match up pretty well with the Storm, to be honest.
You think so?
Yeah. And I think you need no more motivation than losing to him in the grand final last year. So they'll be right up for that game. There's always a worry that when you go into a game you aren't mentally up for it, but every single one of those players will be like they'll want to beat Melbourne. So
yeah,
if they can get through this week, which is a danger game, if they can get through this week, they can beat Melbourne.
All right, nice. I am with you on that. I do not think their season is over yet.
Yeah.
Pardon me? Joey, in your opinion, who are your 3 players that could potentially get Dally M medal this year?
I think would be in agreement with this. I'll go Tommy, Nathan Cleary, Cody Walker.
I'm with you there, mate. Where do you think the Broncos will be on the ladder next year?
Pushing the top 8. I think they got a pretty good side. Adam Reynolds is going to be a massive help for them because I feel like they have a team to score points and they definitely have a forward pack to make the yards. But Adam Reynolds is going to be like the difference maker for them. He's going to be the one that he's going to be able to kick them into positions where they can win a game. You know what I mean? Where they didn't really have that this year. They couldn't. If they got on the back foot, they were gone. Where Adam Reynolds can kind of turn the tide for you.
Yeah, okay, I'm with you there. I'm thinking between 7 and 10. That's kind of my prediction.
Yep, I'm happy with
that. Jay Scux, how do you see the Broncos going with Adam Cumming and with his form in the final make the top 4?
They can't make top 4.
No, they will not be making
too many sides. 4. Like who's in the top 4 this year?
Manly Rabbits, Penrith.
So you got to
South.
You got to think Penrith definitely are going to be in the top 4 next year. Storm, Roosters are a chance. Maybe South Manly again. No, Manly haven't really changed too much from this year to next. So
yeah.
Too hard. Too many good sides up there.
Yeah, they definitely won't be making four. Tom O'Brien. Who do you see Rabbitohs replacing Adam Reynolds next season?
It looks like a Milford.
It looks like Milt's coming in to play 6, Cody Walker to 7.
Maybe Hutchinson. Hutchinson.
Hutchinson.
You
Maybe.
get going from the Roosters to South is blasphemy.
I mean, who did that? Latrell.
Latrell and then Angus Crichton
Angus
went the other way.
Crichton. Yeah, Angus Crichton went the other way.
It does happen, but it is blasphemy.
It is blasphemy. Anyway, Tom O'Brien. What is the key for South to win the comp this season?
Their defense.
Mm.
Their defense for sure. Well, that defensive effort against Penrith, and they're no slouches. They throw plenty at you. They throw more than a lot of sides.
Mm.
They're one of those sides that can attack on the right and then immediately attack on the left. And the South defended them so well. So if they can keep that defense, yeah, they can go all the way.
All right, nice. We'll get on. I'll get on to that next question. So we got a question from Lucas. Do you think the Rabbits have shown enough both in attack and defense to win it all? And you think yes?
Yeah, but in defense, I don't. Do they have enough points to beat Melbourne?
I think they do have enough points to beat Melbourne. I think it's defensively. They got to show consistent defense, consistently good defense. Like last week was good. They did really well in defense, but
so you can see South beating Melbourne in a grand final. That's what it comes. That's tough.
That's the next question. That's from Marcus. Can South beat Melbourne if they meet in the grand final? And I think it's possible. I think it's highly unlikely though.
What do you reckon they'll start at? Like, what, $3.50?
More $4.
$4.
Mm.
The Eels are $4 this week.
Well, if Melbourne come out and flog whoever they play, whether it be Penrith or Para, they absolutely flog them. Yeah, surely they could be like $1.20 favourites.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's gonna be tough. I like Penrith to beat Melbourne. I don't like many other sides to beat Melbourne.
Parramatta to beat Melbourne as well.
Jesus.
They did it twice this year already, mate.
Yeah,
it's been done.
I know.
Next question from Hayden. How will Parramatta finish this season?
I think it'll be with a Blake Ferguson knock on this weekend. I think the game will be kind of like it'll be 16-10 or something, and he'll knock the ball on, and then Penrith will score on the back of that, and then they'll just roll home.
Okay, I have the complete opposite. Blake Ferguson actually catches that and scores.
It goes the length.
It goes to the length. And well, it's 10-all at that point, and he doesn't drop it. He catches it, and we score under the post, 16-10 on the buzzer. Thank you.
Okay. And then how does the season end?
With King Gutho lifting up that trophy.
With the Clive Churchill around his neck?
With Clive Churchill around his neck.
Beautiful. You'd cry.
I probably wouldn't cry. I'd be real happy.
Tattoo if it happens?
Tattoo if it happens. I will get a tattoo.
All right.
Zach, do you think Para have a chance to beat Penrith?
Yeah, they have a chance.
Yeah,
if they attack with their defense.
Yeah, I think they have a chance as well.
If they're ultra physical, like they were against Newcastle and Penrith the week before, if they're really, really physical, they can beat them.
I'm in agreement with you there, mate. Jacob, do Para have a real chance of winning a premiership in the next 5 years?
I think so.
Yeah, I think that's their window. Their window's the next 5 years. After that, I think.
Back to the spoon, is it?
Not back to the spoon, but back to the lower half. Sorry, of the ladder.
He's got plenty of spoons.
Don't get me started.
Go the Eels.
Zach, Hull, do you think there can be 2 upsets this weekend?
I don't think there can be 2. I think there can be 1.
Yeah. There can only be 1.
There can only be 1.
Yes. And it's going to be Para.
Just like there can only be 1 wooden spoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Sefton, top 5 best looking blokes in the NRL.
All right. Let me take this over because I can identify talent. Okay. So let me take this over. Tuala's up there. Cam Murray's up there.
Tuala?
Yeah, Tuala.
Anari Tuala.
Shush. Tuala, Cam Murray, Ryan Madison. Who else we got? Ponga? Ponga and
Go on. You said you'd take over. You said you'd take over.
well, I said I can identify talent if I need to, which I don't need to anymore.
And you
Form.
think
It's top form.
Tuala's a good looking bloke?
He's a great looking bloke.
Tuala,
Yeah.
the Knights winger.
Yeah. You want to give me one more?
Reece Walsh.
All right, done.
North Queensland. Who's one player the Cowboys and Eels need for next season?
I'd love to see the Cowboys buy go sign a hooker.
Brandon Smith.
Brandon Smith.
Mate,
I don't think we have the money for him. What do you think Brandon Smith commands on the open market now?
700 to 800.
That's good. Not many people can afford him then.
No.
What do you got?
Eels. No one really. And for both those teams, yeah, Cowboys probably hook up, but everyone just needs to stay healthy and fit.
I think they need to stay healthy, definitely.
Icy. I don't know what that name is. Sorry. What's missing for them Cowboys?
Some steel in defense, I think.
Yeah.
And just some consistency in positions.
Okay, yeah, I like
Seems
that.
like we change everything all the time.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
Go on.
Can I tell you something?
Well, you're going to tell me if I say yes or no, so go
on. If Valentine Holmes doesn't start fullback next year, right, I will not watch their first game. Out of protest, silent protest.
It'd be a low game anyway.
Honestly, how doesn't he start fullback? Who's the best fullback in North Queensland? Maybe not right now because there's probably a couple.
Yeah.
Who's the best? Who's the best fullback of the Cowboys?
That's the Val.
Yeah.
But just hear me out. I think he's a better winger than a fullback as well, though.
Yeah, but not at the Cowboys. That's what I'm saying.
Well, you got to take that up with what's his name? Who's the coach?
No, I'm not taking. No.
Toddy Payton.
No, don't throw me in for that.
He's a big boy.
Not taking up with Toddy Payton. He's a big human.
He's a beast.
He's got legs bigger than my head.
Okay. Okay, Josh Harrell. Do you think the Roosters will win the comp next year, getting Luke Keary and more back?
My early tip to win the comp. Yep.
All right. Well, I think they're definitely a chance. Like you saw what they did without those players this year, and yeah, surely they get better when he comes back.
I think they'll finish top 4 for sure.
Yeah, me too. Buck Tu Choi, Dragons 2 wingers.
Buck Tu Choi, I love that. Cody Ramsey and Ravalawa. Ravalawa gets suspended early too.
You know what? I'm going to go something different.
Don't.
I'm going to still go Ravalawa, even though he's a low.
Wait, Ramsey? You're dropping Ramsey?
I'm dropping Ramsey. He's not very good for one of the Fagai boys. Probably
Max.
I was going to say. No, I'm going to disagree with you, Matthew.
You were going to say Max.
Yeah, I was, but since you said it, I'm going Matthew. We're up to Rowan. Do you think the Dragons will be good next year with all the young guys coming in from SG Ball?
Yeah, especially if they play Sullivan at 9.
Yeah, Sullivan at 9 needs to happen. He was electric at dummy half when he was playing, and he did all right in defense as well. So
Sloan at fullback, Amon at 6, Hunt at 7. What's his name? Sullivan at 9.
All right, nice.
McCulloch, I don't know, lock off the bench. Maybe 18th man. Maybe reserve grade captain.
Nah, surely you'd be 13. He's solid as.
What about DeBellin?
DeBellin in the front row.
Okay.
Because, I mean, you've been saying it for a while. Front row and lock, similar
It is. They're pretty much the same.
Alrighty. That's nice. Adam, if you made a team with only players from teams 1 to 4 or 5 to 16, who would win?
What's the score in that game, Denny?
1 to 4 wins 36 to 4.
36 to 4. Okay.
Yeah. Doug. Is getting rid of Madge the right thing to do?
Just 1 second. Does anyone in the Parramatta outfit make that team from 5 to 16?
From the forwards, yeah. Isaiah Papali'i. Oh, no. From 5 to 16? Yeah.
Yeah.
There's heaps of players. There's Papali'i, probably the 2 front rowers. Reed Marnie makes it. King Gutho. Maybe Mitch Moses.
Let's just gene out.
That team is pretty much Parramatta like that. 12 to 16.
You just
That's
had
just
him getting beaten 30-6.
yeah, no, because that team from 1 to 4 is just a lot better. Like you take all the best players from what Penrith, Storm, Manly, and Bunnies. Obviously, that team's not gonna flog anyone.
Yeah. Especially if the other team's packed with Parramatta players.
No, all any players with Parramatta, they probably win like by a field goal,
All
like
right.
33 to 32.
Moses scores a Hattie.
Moses does score a heading and kicks a winning field goal.
Poor
We win.
bloke.
Parramatta win.
All right.
So is getting rid of Madge the right thing to do?
I think it's 3 years. I don't think it's his fault, but it's time.
Mm,
Not a lot of coaches get 3 years. 3 years of nothing.
that's not his fault.
No, it's not his fault. But how many other coaches have gotten 3 years to prove himself? Not many. Not many lately.
Yeah, if any.
Yeah.
Jeremy Newton. Who do you think will be the best player next year?
I'll go Nathan Cleary. What?
I'll go Harry Grant then.
He's a gun. Good call. Good call.
No, not Harry Grant. I've changed my mind.
All right. Who you going?
The King. King Gutho.
All right.
Do you think ADDO will flop when he gets to the Dogs?
I think a lot of people say he flopped, but I don't know what you're kind of expecting a winger to do.
Mm.
Like wingers score tries in good sides because that's what they do. Like
Just because, in good sides because the players inside him are, they can get him the ball. They can get him quality ball. But with the Doggies, obviously he'll still be good. He won't be as good.
he won't be getting as quality possession. Like he won't be. Like he probably gets at least one chance to finish a try a game at Melbourne. At least one.
Yeah.
To finish a try. He's probably not going to get that all the time with the Bulldogs. So I don't expect too much from wingers, lads.
Exactly.
Unless it's Brian Toho, who goes finding the ball and runs over 300 meters. That's crazy.
Yes. Pardon me? NRL clip. Who do you think will get the Dally M next year?
I'll say first time ever a prop wins it. I'll say Payne Haas wins the Daily M.
I'll go Nathan Cleary. Actually, I'll go King. The King. Gutho. NRL clip. Do you think you could make this a full-time job?
You know what? If you go to manscaped.com and purchase something there using the code TryLine for 20% off, then yeah, I could.
And we'd love that for us.
Yeah, that'd be great for us.
So thank you. Please do that. NRL clip. It's me, Hayden, 123. Do you guys still think it'll be a Manly Melbourne GF? Can Manly make the grand final with their run home?
Yeah, for sure they can.
Yeah, I think it will be.
Melbourne. When I said Manly Melbourne grand final, I thought that they would play in the first round, and obviously one of them's got to lose. So one of them had to lose, and then the other one goes a long way. So nothing's really changed for me. I still think they can make it.
Yeah, no, it can still happen. It can still happen.
I tell you what, getting on a 10-1 was juicy too, because it's now like $4.
What's the cash out at?
$40-something.
And you put what, 10 on it?
Yeah.
That's beautiful. 21H, H41, Lucky Bane, Ranger. NRL winner this year.
Denny?
Oh, you want me to answer this one first?
Now, your head answer, not your heart answer.
My head answer, probably Melbourne.
Okay. I'm going to go Penrith still.
All right, nice. For the team,
as I just said, Manly can still make the grand final against Melbourne, and then I pick Penrith to win it. I'm so inconsistent.
You are.
Yeah.
You are. You're crazy, man. How do people even like you?
They don't.
Okay. Pro Star. For the team you got to win the grand final, who will be first try scorer?
So what did I say? Penrith?
Yeah.
Go Matty Burton goes over first. Short ball from Jerome Luai. That's it.
I'll go with Cheese.
He's a chance.
Yes.
He's a chance. How does he score so many tries from dummy half?
Because he's just too strong.
But surely everyone knows it's coming, though. Everyone would know it's coming. He does it all the time.
Yeah, I mean,
jumps out and throws that dummy.
Well, I guess that's what happens when you have one of the best 5'8" and one of the best halfbacks in the comp.
Yeah.
They draw a lot of attention away from you, and one of the best fullbacks in the comp too. So
I'll tell you what makes him really smart. He jumped out the other day on last tackle, and I reckon everyone around the mark area was thinking he's gonna have a go, and he threw that that cutout and hit
mm,
Christian Welsh.
yeah, look,
Smart.
yeah, I think like once fatigue starts to set in as well, like around like 15, 20 minutes, like you got those big fours who are just thinking we got to pressure the halves or
Yeah.
pressure whoever's in at that first receiver. And then maybe he just kind of
Fits
sees
in.
that and yeah,
He's
finds that
gotten way
gap.
fitter this year too. Like I
Oh,
remember last year, especially at the back end, like when he would when he'd go into hooker and he would get fatigued, you could see his passing like dropped a lot.
yeah,
But he's gotten way fitter this year. Like he's killing it.
yeah, for sure. Lock B. Who do you think is the best rookie this season?
I'll go Sammy Walker.
Yeah, Sammy Walker in a tight one with Reece Walsh, Dane Laurie, Josh Schuster.
Dane Laurie, don't be surprised if he's up there in the Daily M's.
You will be surprised if he is.
Don't be surprised.
Oh, don't be surprised. Yeah,
He had a really good start to the year.
he did. Preston, what is your best try of all time?
GI's try for mine when he beat all those Brisbane players.
Oh, back in the day.
Hmm.
That was a good try.
You want to know an interesting story about that try?
Yeah, sure.
Well, so the guy that commentated that try live, right? His
Mm.
name's pretty sure it's Tim Gilbert.
Okay.
He used to work for Channel 9. And it was a pretty good call. But then when the NRL run their preview for the next year and it was on the highlights package, they dubbed Ray Warren's voice over that try and got rid of Tim Gilbert's.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Never heard that before.
It's silly, eh? Why would you? It
That's
was a good call too.
That's interesting.
Yeah, thank you.
No
That's a
worries.
little bit of trivia.
A bit of trivia.
I don't know. Could be.
A bit of it could be trivia.
Who commentated GI's famous try against Brisbane?
You know what? I forgot the name already.
Yeah. Anyway,
Another one from Preston. Who is your MVP this season?
Tommy
Yeah, Tommy Turbo,
for
100%.
sure.
Tobes, 2022 ladder predictions.
Tobes, we got a lot of questions about this. Where will my team be? Where will all these questions about the ladder? We do a full prediction show probably early next year. So we'll do all our ladder predictions, Dally M predictions, big, bold predictions, all of it. It'll all age poorly. Make sure you check it out.
Yep, 100%. Brostar, did you guys hear about the Jordan Ricky versus Thomas Flegler apparent fight? Heard Ricky had to get some stitches.
Yeah, I heard about it. Who cares? Like that's a big does not bother me at all.
No.
Like that's the media trying to look for something bad about Mad Monday because they've wanted to get rid of Mad Monday for years. Who gives a crap? Like how many times you seen like a couple of mates get on the piss, have a little wrestle, then have a little brouhaha, and then it's over.
Yeah, just
Me and you have almost punched on it on a night out.
I would have dropped you.
Oh, geez, you're so lucky we didn't.
Oh.
We were actually pretty close to punching
Yeah.
on, but Danny got a little bit scared.
Oh, I did
He
not
was
get a
gonna
little bit scared. Please.
No, but it happens, and then they would have been fine 20 minutes later.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. 100%.
Me and Danny aren't. I'd love to get you in a ring, eh? Because I just think I'd end your life.
Please. Oh, mate, I'm 4-0. Haven't you heard?
If you're still watching at this point, comment who you think would win in a fight. Me via uppercut, Danny via me not showing up.
You're too slow. Slow.
If the only way you win is if I'm not there.
No.
If the bell rings and we're both in the ring, you don't leave.
I do leave victorious.
On a stretcher.
No, you leave on a stretcher. Alrighty. Tom, does the obstruction rule have to change?
No. But well, it does, but they're not going to do anything about it. They just need to use common sense. And they can't. They don't have the ability to use common sense. If you watch something, if you just watch it, you know if it's an obstruction, right?
Yeah.
You're like, oh, that's an obstruction. But they watch it and they go, well, where is he? Where is he in relation to him? And what happened? And how hot is it today? Like they think about too much stuff. All you need to do is work out, was the defensive line impeded? And if they weren't, it's not obstruction.
Yeah,
Stupid.
I'm with you there.
I hate it.
Will, I got all my tips right for this week. I've got Rabbits/Storm final. Do you think it will happen?
Good on you, Will. Not many people tipped all the tips, especially South. Not too many non-South fans would have tipped South this week.
Mm.
Rabbit Storm, yeah, can happen. If the Rabbits can defend well, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, the defense will be tested when they come up against Manly. If Manly can beat the Roosters.
If they play the Roosters, they'll smash the Roosters.
Yeah, the Roosters, they'll flog them.
They'll smash the Roosters.
So yeah, it can be a Roosters, not Roosters, Rabbits Storm final. We'll see. Ellie, do you think the Canberra Raiders will bounce back next season?
Ellie, thanks for your question. I'm sorry for the answer. I think the Raiders are bottom 4 next year.
Yeah, no, I think they're done for. The window to make any noise, I think, is past. It was there was those few years, like 3 years, 4 years.
I think they're going to go backwards next year.
Me too.
Yeah, it was 4 years because I think in 2018 they run second. They didn't make the final, but I think they run second.
So what did they do in 2017? Do you know?
Well, I don't know. Do you want me to know?
Yeah, can you just find out, and I'll just answer. I'll just ask the next question.
Yeah, go.
Palfrey, could Moses be one of the best players in the comp if form is kept up?
All right, I got your answer. So 2017, nothing. Right, they were gone.
Okay.
2018, they come out in 2018,
and
they also did nothing.
Okay.
They didn't make the finals, apparently. Okay, so 2019, they must have run second. Fourth. When did they run second?
Wasn't last year.
I swear they run second at some point.
Well, you keep on looking, mate. With Moses and with his form, it's yet to be seen if he can be one of the best players. I think he can be one of the better halfbacks in the comp. Probably top 3, top 4. You got Nathan Cleary, Jerome Hughes. Adam Reynolds, he's getting pretty old.
Cherry Evans.
Yeah, Cherry Evans. So yeah, top 3, top 4 halfback. I think if he can keep up his form. Don't know about players though, because you got so many good players like Tommy, Tedesco, Payne Haas.
Yeah. Well, I think when he's thinking run, he's really, really good. He's a great runner of the footy, and he's got so much else in his game. I think last year, at the start of last year, he was very pass first, like trying to get early ball to his outside backs, which was all right, but he didn't threaten with the run game like hardly ever. If he can develop the run and his first option should always be run first and put the defense in 2 minds, and then he can create space for other people because he's silky he's got a pretty good kicking game. So I think he can be one of the premier halves in the competition. I just want to let people know I'm not a silly man. They did come second, but it was in 2016.
Oh, okay. So they just fell off after that.
Yeah, I don't know what they done in the. Okay, stop asking questions. Go to the next one, and I'll find out what happened in 2016.
Alrighty. Lockie G, do you think Turbo will play amazing on Friday night due to him having a quiet one? I think he'll play a lot better than what he did last week against the Roosters. Yeah, I think he can have a big game, but yeah, we'll see. How do you think Turbo will go?
I think he'll have a massive game, and I also think that the Raiders lost in a prelim final in 2016 to Melbourne after losing week 1 to the Sharks.
Ugh.
So they finished second and lost week 1 to the Sharkies.
2016, is that when Sharkies won it?
Yes, it is.
That was a disgusting grand final. Andrew Backhouse, how would you change the rules for the drop kick to avoid another call like the Eels Knights game?
I don't think you need to change the rules. I think it needs common sense, which cannot happen, so it won't happen. Sorry, Andrew.
Yeah, like he dropped
You
it.
just need to know, is a player trying to drop kick the ball or is he trying to kick the ball?
Yeah.
Which, if he's not going for a field goal, the answer is he's always trying to kick the ball.
Yeah, 100%.
Have you seen a player try and drop kick a ball in general play? Like,
no,
I'm just gonna do a cross field kick. I'm gonna do a drop kick though. Like, literally, you get less control. You get less control on the ball. No one drop kicks the ball unless they have to.
Yeah, 100%.
But they won't change it because it's silly. They'll change everything else. They'll change it if you don't ask for it. That's what we should do. No one talk about it, and then they'll change it. Say, oh, we've got to do something.
Yeah.
We'll do something about this rule. Like they bring in the 2-point field goal. That was on no one's mind. That's it. Immediately, 2-point field goal.
2 points.
Now.
A couple more questions from Andrew. What about all the Q&As after the preliminaries and GF?
So we won't be doing because we'll just be previewing the preliminary final and the grand final because they're pretty big games. So we'll do a whole episode on them, and then maybe in the off season we'll probably do a Q&A somewhere in there. But other than that, you happy with that, Denny?
I'm very happy with that.
Okay,
What are your thoughts on the ref not continuing the game and forcing Frizzell off the field?
Denny, I know you had some thoughts on this.
Okay, look, for the referee not to stop the game, like right when it happens, was is insane. And then the fact that when the on-field doctor came on and cleared Frizzell to keep playing, that was another insane thing. And then for him to go off the field past his HIA was absolutely crazy. Like the bloke
Yep.
was knocked out unconscious. He couldn't get up. When he did get up, he was wobbling, couldn't walk in a straight line, bumped into his own player, and then
He was
like
gone.
yeah, he was gone. 100% he was
He
gone.
was gone. What about the bunker? The bunker's got to take some blame here.
Yeah,
The
hundred
bunker has to
percent.
take some blame because I can understand the referee missing it. There are three of them though. There's two touchies and a referee, but I can understand them missing it. But the bunker's watching the same footage we're watching. They're not on site. They're watching the same footage we're watching.
Yeah,
So how can every single fan in the world see Tyson Frizzell reel out that tackle and the bunker watch it and go, "This is sweet.
he's good.
He's
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
He's good to go."
Like they say, they've got players' welfare like as priority.
Yeah.
Well, obviously
But do we
not.
not see this in big games too? Do we not see more players pass HIAs?
Mm. And that
Like,
like with the judiciary as well with Junior
yeah.
Paulo. Um,
Well, that's a
bloody
suspension. That's
yeah,
a
yeah.
suspension.
Well, it should be. I'm glad it's not, but it should be.
But either come out and say they're weighted different. Come out and say that okay, finals games are worth 150 points instead of 100,
Mm.
or do it the same. Because if they come out and said it, I think everyone would be okay with that. Everyone
Yeah.
said, okay, finals games, origin games, grand finals, they're all weighted a little bit different. So you can't just get suspended for 100 points, which everyone would be okay with. But they don't want to do that because, again, we're asking for it. So if we ask for it, they don't do it.
Mm.
It's don't get me rolled up, Andrew. Look at that, 3 questions in a row. 2 of the 3 is just to get me a little bit rolled up. Get me up and about.
Thanks,
That's
Andrew.
enough, Andrew.
Thanks, Andrew. Bailey, is Dangago going to help the Knights attack next season? If not, what do they need?
I think they need the ability to get the ball to their centers. He's a good center, but isn't their biggest issue not being able to get Bradman Best in a position to strike?
Mm. And is Bradman Best going to swap to the right centre next year, or is Dangago going to play on the right?
No, you'd think Gags would swap for him. Gags played on the right in Origin.
Did he?
I mean, not well.
Yeah, when he had he fair.
Not well, but he also come up against Latrell.
Yeah, and Turbo sometimes.
Yeah, well, if Turbo felt like it.
Yeah. That's crazy, man.
Yeah. You still can't believe that, eh?
Yeah. Look,
No,
Dangago,
I don't.
he's not going to help their attack too much. Like
They've
with
got to
that,
help. Their halves really need to develop that in the off season. The
yeah,
way to get their ball to the strike players.
yeah. That's what Cody Walker's done so well this year. He's been able to get like his outside men quality ball and get
Yeah.
quality looks. So
Yeah, that's a great point. Even when they're going forward, that's probably the biggest rap you can give on him. When they're going forward, he very rarely makes the wrong, very rarely does he make the wrong pass.
yeah.
For sure.
Nash Williams, underrated centers in the game.
Denny?
Brian Kelly, Tom Opacek, and Herbie Farnworth.
That Bassini's all right. What's his
Penasini?
name? Penasini? I think he's playing good footy.
Yeah, he's playing good for you. I think it was his second or third start.
Yep.
And yeah, he's been doing well. Caden, goal kicking tips.
Look up anything with Andrew Johns and Nathan Cleary. They'll be your guide.
That will be your guide. They will know a lot more about goal kicking than us.
Well, than you, especially.
Mate, I nailed my first one in years from the sideline.
You tore your groin.
I didn't tear it; it just hurt. Archie Richards, ins and outs for fantasy next season. Look, I think we should just have like a show.
Should we do a fantasy episode?
We're going to do a fantasy episode, I think. So
all right.
we'll just do one through the off season when like the teams for next year come out and the prices and all that. I think
All right,
we might do a show.
Archie, that's for you. We're gonna do a full show on fantasy.
Yeah, Archie, thank you. Thanks for the comment. Jack Robbo, do you get paid?
Yeah, if you go to manscaped.com and use code TryLine for 20% off and free worldwide shipping, yes, we would get some kind of monetary value, but we know we do not get paid. Most of this, all the prizes, all the content, everything is just off our own back.
Yeah, which is
It's
yeah,
hurting.
yeah, it does hurt a little bit. Maxi Bob, South Sydney marches on. Yes, they do.
Surely they do. Yeah, great game on the
Yeah.
weekend.
Do you think the Bunny should bring back the saddle jersey with laces as a heritage? Don't know what that looks like. Can you look that up? Can you do a fact check for that and see if it's any good?
Saddle jersey. There's a couple of jerseys here.
Are they any good?
Yeah, I like them.
All right. Well, yes, we'll bring it back as a heritage.
Yeah, nice. I don't know if these are it, but there's ones with like Smith's chips on the front. That looks sick.
Oh, that just made me hungry.
Okay, next.
Another one from Maxi Bob. He says Tom Turbo should not win Dally M medal.
Maxi, come on, bro. Maybe the greatest individual season in history.
Well, it is.
Come on, Maxi.
It is the greatest individual season ever.
Don't let yourself get blinded by the light. Okay, he scored 25 tries. He had probably 1,000 assists. But he had 30 line breaks. What else we got? We got 27 bloody try assists. Well, the bloke was unbelievable. Oh, what's that? 35 line break assists.
I think what I saw was he had a hand in 55% of Manly's tries.
Yeah, so that's just nuts.
So yeah,
Nuts.
that is crazy.
And all these stats, right? He also was fourth in errors, so he's even up there for errors. Like he wants to get on the board for top 5 that bad that he dropped the ball enough to get up there for errors. What a good bloke. Handling errors 29, that puts him third. I'm rattling off the stats.
Yeah, the Origin win this year as well. Origin
Yeah, no,
season.
he deserves it. It's the best season I've seen.
Yeah, 100%. And he was if not better in Origin.
And he missed games too. He missed so many games.
Yeah.
And he just still is up there for everything.
Yeah, for sure. Golfing with Jax. Well, you're a Cowboys fan. Was it heartbreaking to see the Titans lose?
No, it was not.
No.
I felt bad for Patrick Herbert. That's about it.
Yeah, well, he's only got himself to blame.
Who would you have passed to? David Fafita or Corey Thompson or Damien Go?
Dave Fafita, obviously.
You give it early to David Fafita, don't you?
Yeah. Like, I'm one of those people that want to win more than I want stats.
Well, David Fafita would have got it, 20 meters out? Because he kind of runs past him and then... So David Fafita 20 meters out with the defensive line scrambling across. I think he scores 95 out of 100 times.
100% he does. Logan, who's stronger? Me.
Wait, out of us two?
Yeah, out of us two. Me, without a doubt.
Denny. I'm telling you, Logan, I feel bad. I feel bad how much pain I would inflict on him.
We should actually do that one. We should actually do that one day. Have like a charity boxing match.
But is it for charity if I murder my opponent?
Oh, please. No, well, yeah, we should do that.
Look, let's just end this once and for all. Denny sparred a woman one time, and the woman belted him. Okay,
you weren't there. You weren't there. She was a pretty bulky woman.
I love that you don't deny it. You just say you weren't there. Look, just be better than Denny. That's all I got to say.
No, I'm stronger.
I'm like women would belt me too, but I back myself to belt Denny.
No. Moving on. Logan, team as a kid.
The mighty Roomba Magpies.
Yeah, I remember as well.
Pride of the league.
Last but not least, we got Jared Elliott. Do you guys feel that Sam Walker deserves to start over Lamb? Because I do. Look, I mean, I think we've spoken about this before, how we both like the idea of Sam Walker come off the bench, kind of waiting that first period where everyone's kind of fresh, everyone's just trying to trying to smash each other, and then coming on after that. So I mean, I don't mind it. Lachlan
I think
Lamb
this
is
week he
doing
should
all right.
start. This week he should start. Last week I was all for him coming off the bench, but this week because Verrills is out, probably starting.
Yeah, me too. I'm with you there.
All right, Denny, anything profound to end us up? Oh, just before you do that, don't forget to check out manscaped.com. Don't forget to check out all our socials: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Denny's got Snapchat, and TikTok. All at TryLine. Go check them out. Denny, anything profound?
No.
All right, be good. If you can't be good at it.